Awesome. So let's begin then. So we are
Let's do
live
it.
here with Shaun. How you doing, Shaun?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. Great
Awesome.
to be here.
Awesome. Appreciate it. So this is Shaun Clark. Shaun, if you want to get started on this podcast and talk a little bit about how Go High Level works and, why is it such an incredible platform for marketing agencies, for entrepreneurs, for businesses all across the world. So Shaun, right now you're in SaaSpreneur, right? It's an event in Dallas, Texas.
That's right. That's right.
So how did that go? Is it still going on right now or?
Yeah, it's still going on right now. It's our premier event. We do this 3 times a year, and then we have our big event in October. But this one is all about teaching people how to use high level to kind of go out into their either their niche or their community and sell the features and put it together as a recurring monthly revenue stream for them. So that's kind of what we do here. And we've had some awesome speakers who basically have gone through that journey before and then come out here and share that experience with people and teach them how to do it.
That's awesome, man. Well, I'm super grateful, man. First of all, I thank you for the opportunity. I've been really, it's a learning curve because you guys have so many stuff going on, and with the future of AI and automation, so much progress going on. Uh, it's the world is changing. That's for sure, right? All the
But
traditional people,
that is for
they're
sure.
going way
I will give you
behind.
that.
Yeah, you got AI agents. I don't even know what is that, an autonomous entity that like AI employee that does functions where you can train it to do stuff like call people, set appointments, do
You got it.
research.
100%.
Well, to kick things off, man, share me a little bit about the vision behind Go High Level. What are you guys really building here? What do you
Yeah,
guys
so
trying to
the
accomplish?
goal is to build a platform where basically anybody can come in and create a business around it. And,
Yeah,
excuse me, and that it's not just buying tools, it's really creating a business. So yeah, it has a lot of tools. So email marketing and CRM and marketing automation and texting and websites and funnels and communities and courses and on and on and on. But the more important thing is you're creating a solution for someone who you can then also go ahead and you can white label it. You can actually charge them for it on a monthly recurring basis and actually create a business behind it.
wow.
Excuse me. So that's really the vision that we're on and the
You
journey
guys
we're
have a
on.
vision for agencies, right? Like, so you guys are also
Yeah,
helping like marketers and
agencies,
agents.
marketers, anybody who's servicing small businesses or actually even these days more medium and large companies as well. So anybody who is sort of wants to create revenue around servicing those clients. And yeah, on a marketing agency side, most of those folks have, when we first meet these people, maybe they're doing a lot of bespoke custom services. It doesn't scale very well. There's not a lot of a lot of scalability byproducts, like you're not saving a lot of money, you're not getting a lot of lift there, and so you're having to hire more people, and it's just, and then invariably, of course, you lose clients and then you're back out to the sales process. So it's a very churn heavy, difficult to scale model. But if you bring software into the equation, all of a sudden you have a different revenue stream. You can continue doing what you're doing today as well, and if they do cancel your service, they almost never cancel the software. So the software becomes something that you can carry off basically forever.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's one of the things that I was looking at when it comes to churn and turnover rate, right? When you're going to do like
Yeah,
a member area, like a training course, like people like, okay, great, it's educational, but that's just not enough for you to lower the churn rate and keep more reliable, more consistent customers. Completely different when you offer a software and it's like the backbone of their business, right? They have their leads, they
totally.
have to have their websites. It's like, what are they going to do? They're going to stick with you because like that's where their business is at, right?
A
So it's
hundred
revolutionary
percent.
what you guys are doing. I love your
Yeah.
mindset. I feel like you guys are vibing in like an abundance mindset kind of thing, right? You
It
guys are
is
thinking
100%.
long
Yes,
term,
that's right. That's
right?
right. That's what I like. I mean, we see this at our events as well, but the idea is no one's losing here, right? So, if no matter what market you're serving, no matter what you want to kind of go out and do, like you're gonna win. We focus a lot, and we actually internally score our company on how much revenue our customers are generating. So we don't really think, yeah, we care about our revenue and this and that, but the reality is our revenue is always a byproduct of your revenue. So it's like if you're making money, we're gonna make money, but it's never the opposite, right? So we never make money and then you lose. And so that's how we built our entire company. And so it's really important to me that we're not just, again, making tools, we're also helping you create a business model.
Yeah, that's amazing. So I have an example. I was meeting with a CEO of a very large email marketing company, right?
Sure.
And that's what he was telling me. Is like, look, we got to a point where we rather have just software companies build for us and we handle the marketing and the sales side because it's a lot of
Yeah.
like we have to hire like a tech lead and a developer, a lead dev, and all these like incredibly
Oh
expensive.
yeah.
Head. I mean, he was just saying like you're going to spend at least 100,000, 150,000 if you want to really build an app. So we're in a point where the only thing that we focus on is email, but we have a white label, man. We're using white label for our page builders. You know, we put our white
That is
label
awesome.
everything. So I was actually recommending go high level in the agency plan, and you're gonna take a look at it. But like,
Yep.
yo, personally, I just think the go high level pages are a lot sexier, a lot better, a lot quicker compared to the one that he has. That one is all right, right? And they're charging more expensive for the white label option. So I really
Yep.
think it's revolutionary because it's just an abundance mindset. You guys are really out there to just share this knowledge, share this backbone, share this opportunity for companies to be able to scale the SaaS mode, right? Like you're in SaaSpreneur event right now. You're really
Yep.
off that, and that's really your vision. You're not really worried about, oh yeah, we're gonna lose competition, right? And you
No.
think that complements with your vision of the future of AI because people are saying with AI, right? We're gonna democratize so much technology. So really, it's the
Oh
one
yeah.
have the
100%.
abundance mindset to create that
A hundred
infrastructure.
percent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think AI just becomes, in many ways, we're already starting to see this on our side, which is, it becomes kind of the engine by which things get powered. And because of the, like you said, because it's a lot less expensive, all of a sudden people can do so much more. It unlocks so much creativity. It gives so much access. And that's the whole idea, right? The more people can go from a great idea to the execution, the better. And, in the past, like you've said, costs of hiring tech leads and hiring developers and all this other stuff, it really constrains great creativity. And oftentimes different people are good at different things, right? Like maybe you're a really visionary person, but you couldn't
Yeah.
write any code to save your life. Well, that doesn't do the world any good because your great idea can't make it out. So with AI, yeah, it's absolutely already changing the world. And I think that only accelerates in the coming years.
So I think the tendency is more about like the companies that are going to stand out are the ones who are excellent in branding and having a unique value proposition of really showing out to the market, right? Not necessarily as much the tech side because of decentralization of technology, like what you guys are already doing. If you think about it, this didn't exist a couple of years ago, right? Like companies weren't
Totally.
just,
Yeah, it's brand
hey,
new.
yeah, it's brand new. And would you say, are you guys one of the pioneers? And so what's
I
your
hope
vision
so.
behind it? Like,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, again, the way we sort of think about it, right, is, the thing with AI that you have to be careful of is there's a lot of stuff that looks cool, and that's great, but we really want to focus on things that create outcomes. And what we're noticing is the places where AI comes in, takes an existing business process and replaces it and makes it a lot more efficient or faster or better. That's where you want to really focus. And so for us, that's where we're going because again, what we see is like, well, what is going to help that end business owner succeed? It's going to be being able to take that existing thing that's costing them 10 times as much and be able to still do that same thing, but for, a tenth of the price, right? That's what's going to create change in the world. And so fundamentally, that's where we're focusing all of our AI efforts. And so far, things like good examples are like inbound voice AI is a product that I really love because people get phone calls all the time. Business owners tragically today miss a lot of those calls. And the most important thing to remember is if you're calling a business, you're not calling to chat or ask about the weather. You're calling to buy their stuff most of the time. And these are really hardworking people. And the reason they miss calls is because they're out in the field doing their thing or they're busy with another customer. But as a person calling, you don't care about that. You just feel unserved, right? And uncared about, and you're going to call the competition because of it. But inbound voice AI swings in 24/7, 365, very inexpensive. Now will allow you to do things like ask for pricing, book an appointment, really take it to the next level. And now that business owner is getting more business and not having to lose out because they're out there doing a great job for their customers. So that's a good example of where I see a lot of the functionality of AI making a real difference in the lives of a small business.
that's incredible. Man, this is pretty mind-opening, man. This is crazy. Like, so what would you say? Like, because you got HubSpot, you got like Active Campaign, you got, a bunch of these companies out there, Keep and
Absolutely,
what,
100%.
what would you say like the platform, your platform Go High Level is unique? What stands apart from the
Yeah,
competition?
so I mean, if you so the I think the biggest thing is like everybody makes tools. We make tools too, but the difference is what is the model though after the fact. So first of all, remember all those other
Yeah,
platforms you just mentioned, they will sell tools to everybody. So their whole thing is they would literally go to a plumber and they would say, "Oh, you're a plumber, you're out every day working hard in a van. Well,
right,
don't worry, you can
right,
just buy our tools and then magic will happen." Well, that's just nonsense. That's not going to happen. Ultimately, you need somebody who can take those tools, just like a plumber, right? If a plumber
right.
said, "Hey, here's all the tools I use for plumbing, Sean," I could go buy those
Okay.
at Home Depot. I know I could, but guess what? Can I fix my toilet? Can I install a new water heater? No, I can't do any of those things. I don't know what I'm doing. Same thing goes for marketing. So really what we're saying is we're not just going to sell to anybody. We're going to sell to the marketer, the person who's going to help that plumber actually achieve those outcomes, because the plumber needs to stay doing what they're doing, which is being a plumber. And fundamentally, we're going to empower the people that are going to help that plumber achieve those outcomes and those results. And that's what's radically different about us. And then as part of it, we're also going to teach
Wow.
the person using the tools to then make money off of using the tools, create a service around that, create a business around that. And because what I always say is, listen, if you're a high level customer and you're not making money by using us, you're doing it wrong. We do not want you to buy our stuff and not make money. It always comes together at the same time. All those other people you just talked about, they sell to everyone and their brother. They don't care whether you
Yeah.
make money. They're not tracking it internally. Their just goal is to sell you yet another service or yet another product. They want to charge you by user. They want to charge you by contact. They charge these
Yep.
crazy rates on things that honestly don't cost them any money. It doesn't cost them money to have another user or another contact. We don't charge for any of that stuff. None of our plans are like that, and they never will be. That's what makes it different.
Wow. I love it, man. So you're basically allowing, I would say, agencies, tech company. I mean, do you guys have that mindset as well? Like, okay, well, we can offer this to other tech companies. Like, are you guys open to that? Like, not necessarily like the
Oh
large
yeah,
companies.
I mean we're not close. Okay, so the big thing for us is like our mission is to create as many lanes as possible, right? Because we meet all types of different people in the world, and we recognize that like maybe you're terrible at marketing, kind of like us. We're horrible at marketing. We're horrible at sales. So, but and maybe you're
Right,
really good at tech, right? And so we're like,
right.
all right, well, how do you want to get involved? Some people want to add to the platform, so we have a great developer API and a marketplace where they can put their apps, and we help them advertise it. Or maybe you're techie, but you don't want to write an app. You just want to create content. So you're going to help people and you're going to help them get, we have a certification program. You're going to help other existing high level customers actually get set up. And then we have the other people who are like, I don't know tech to save my life, but I could sell anything. So cool. Let's create a lane for you. So, and then some people are software companies. They're like, yeah, and we've done this actually now quite a bit. I'm a software company. I'm really good in the fitness space, let's say, but I need all these marketing tools. My customers want them, but I don't want to build them. Can we just white label
Right.
your stuff? Yes, you can. Absolutely. So there is not a track that I think exists where we would say no to anybody who comes from any angle and wants to add high level to what they're currently doing.
So you guys have a plethora of apps, dApps, tools, software. You can basically, like, depending on that person's circumstance situation, they can cherry pick. Well, actually, I want to sell this. So let's say an email marketing company or whatever, because I
Yep.
know a lot of them. I want to sell just this, but I want to use your page builder, your blog, this, that,
Yep.
and they cherry
Yep.
pick it and
Yep.
they incorporate it into their platform, their UI interface.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Wow. And so this is something that you're because you're messing with people's dreams right now, right? Because I've always for years I'm like, bro, I had this passion of building like multi-million dollar brand, like $1 billion brand, right? And so you
Yep.
guys
Yep.
truly are enabling that. You're saying, like, let's say, because I know that between you guys have plans, you have the 97, the 297, the 497, and you
Yep.
go from there,
Yep.
depending on
That's it.
what
Well,
it
actually,
is.
that's actually you just hit the end of it. There's no
Yeah.
go from there.
So
That's the most important thing. Our plans are very simple. It's just that.
love it. Yeah, and it's amazing the pricing point because it just allows you to get the mass market a lot better. So from what I was understanding is if you really want to scale like your own SaaS, like
Yeah.
100% SaaS business with
Yeah.
100% branding and everything, you're gonna need the
Yeah.
497 and able to
Yeah,
really
although
fully
I
automate it.
want to be really clear about that. The answer to that is yeah, eventually. But if you said, Shaun, I'm just getting started. I only have 97 bucks. $97 gives you 3 sub accounts. It gives you white label capabilities. So you can actually
Yeah,
start. And you know what? We have invoicing. We have the invoicing will do automated charging. So there's a little bit of manual setup. But guess what? You're new, right? You don't have any customers.
yeah,
So then you get your first customer, your second customer. Cool. Now you're going to the 297 and you're getting unlimited sub accounts. Now now things are starting to scale up and you're going to get to a point where you're like, okay, listen, for 200 extra bucks a month, I need this automated for me. And also I want to go ahead and upcharge. I want to make money off of things like email usage and text usage and phone call usage. Well, that all happens at the 497, and that allows you to automate all the billing, all the rebilling, all the dunning, all the credit card stuff. It gives you all of those things. But anybody can enter at any price point that makes sense for them. They don't have to jump up to the 497 to be successful.
So I would say always start off with the 97, especially if you're not an actual, like, I would say, carpenter, right? Like, unless you're an actual agency or a SaaS company, most people are just gonna be great with the 97 a month plan, right?
Yeah, so I would just say it depends. If you're an existing agency, if you have existing clients, actually, let's just put it that way. If you have existing clients, go for the 297, right? Because most people have more than 3 clients. You're already going to need the unlimited anyways. Go right there. If you are
Okay.
absolutely brand new, do not have any customers, start with the 97. That's the real way to differentiate it.
Awesome.
And in
Which are
both
most people.
cases,
Most people, right? Yeah, that's most
well,
people.
I mean, yeah, it all depends, but yes, absolutely depends on who you're talking to. But yes, most people getting started. So that's that. No one should start at the 497 almost, because the reality is you need to get the tool in place. You need to learn it. You need to do all these things. So do that at the 97 or the 297, then go 497 when you're
And
ready.
go from yeah, that's what I told the guy that he's the SaaS owners. It's a pretty large business in Brazil. I was like, bro, just go with the 297 and go from there and see what
There you go.
you know.
100%. That's how you do it.
He would be able to with the 297, like he wouldn't be able to manually incorporate the builder with his clients, right? If he has a SaaS company for email marketing, he would have to go through the
Yeah, I would say that's more applicable to the 497. There's probably some hack job workarounds or something, but yeah, he would be more comfortable with the 497. But that's a pretty big, pretty special use case, right? If you have an existing SaaS company, you're not really talking about millions of people there. But again, if you really run a real SaaS company, 497 is nothing. So, but
yeah, right.
again, that's like you're talking about the
They're paying
1%, not
1,500. They're paying 1,500 a month just for
yeah,
the white label builder, and that's all they're getting to offer to
yep.
their clients, limited
There you
pages.
go.
And so AI, artificial intelligence. I mean, I'm not. I try to go to ChatGPT, right, and type in like, oh,
Yeah, right.
what is the basis
Me
of
too.
machine learning? What's this? But
Right,
I'm a new.
right. What is
Not an
AI?
I'm not. I guess I think most people are just kind of scared of AI of how quick it's
Sure.
evolving. And so, in layman, in like simple terms, how would you explain how Go High Level could be like? Well, we have AI tools and tech that will benefit, let's say, your construction business or your solar business or your real estate business or your other agency business. How, in simple terms, like, because I know you
Yeah,
have Eliza,
it's
I know
yeah,
you have
yeah, yeah.
AI agents.
It's super easy. It's super easy. Just think about it like this. Any customer coming in to your business is going to have questions. And when they come in, you need to get back to them in literally, 30 seconds or less. And if you don't, they're going to move on to somebody else, right? Or they're going to forget about you, or they're going to get busy with something else, they're going to get distracted. Well, the reality is how do you be present in that space? You need to be able to use AI to do that. And it's simple. AI can respond back to the questions they have 24/7, 365 on any channel. So that's text messaging, that's WhatsApp, right? That's phone calls, that's whatever channel they're talking to you on. You can talk back and forth using AI, and you can help them take that
You
next
can have a
step. So
robot in those channels, like
of
to
course,
automate stuff,
at
like
100%, 100%, 100%. And in
as if
fact,
they were talking to like a ChatGPT thing, but that's your business and your thing and your
as if they're talking to you, as if they're talking to a
as if they're
person.
talking to me. Wow.
Yeah. So our web chat, for example, on our website, when you go,
Wow.
it's live chat. It's just AI. And the great thing is, the vast majority of people think about it like this as a journey. Yeah, when if you're a construction company, AI is not going to
So
build something for you. But when they're first coming in the door, everybody has the same questions. And if you've been a business owner for 5 seconds, you know this. Everyone's like, well, how much does it cost? And can you do this? And can you do that? And the reality is, you can train an AI bot very easily to answer those questions. And invariably, think about it like the receptionist at the front desk. There is a point where the receptionist is going to say, that's a great question, but I don't know what type of cement we use. I need to get you on a call with the construction manager to give you that information. Can I book it? Can I get a time on the calendar with you? And that is exactly what AI will do. It is going to help move that person down the funnel to that next step where then you as the expert do need to get involved, but because it's on a calendar, it's scheduled, you can show up, they can show up at that pre agreed to time. And now you're not like, hey, it's 5 o'clock, I'm out at a job site and somebody came in on my website and I'm not there to help them. The AI can do that for you and move them to a more appropriate time where you both can meet together.
that's amazing, man. Really appreciate it, Shaun. That's incredible.
Yeah,
Okay,
100%.
so like what advice would you give to agencies or entrepreneurs who are just starting and looking to scale their marketing efforts? Like what would be the main advice that you would give them? Like I
Well,
have
okay,
Go
so if
High,
you're
I got the
talking about,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
What would
you're talking about my marketing efforts. So really, the number one place I see people miss is in
yeah.
nurture. So think about the flow as capture, nurture, close. You capture a lead, you nurture a lead, and you close a lead. Now, what is nurture? Nurture is really that thing we just talked about. I'm moving them to that next step in the funnel where they feel like I've gotten them to a certain place, I've served them to a certain extent, and now I'm going to actually go deeper with them, right? And the nurture, what's most important about it is it's automated. So just ask yourself, it's 2 a.m. on a Christmas morning and somebody fills out a form or goes to your website or texts in or whatever fills out the Facebook lead form, whatever, are you getting back to them in 30 seconds or less? And are you getting back to them to the point where you're moving them down the funnel? And most people say no. And the reality is it's because they don't have automation. So that's the place where most people lose most money. If you ask most people, do you need more leads? They
Yeah.
say yes. But in reality, they don't need more leads because they don't yet have the automated nurture. Because once you do, then you can pour it in all you want, and you're actually turning most of those people into real customers and you're making money. But if you don't have the nurture down pat and it's not automated, forget your leads. Like you double your leads, you're just going to pour a bunch more water in the bucket and it's going to go pouring right out the bottom.
That's exactly what I was mentioning, right? Because whenever we have clients, because we ran millions of dollars already in scaling with Google and Facebook ads, right? And we have
Yep.
partners with
Yep.
we help a lot of construction business and other companies. And a lot of times they'll be like, no, yeah, what's the issue? Let's just run the ads. Like, no, you don't even have any automations in place. Like, what are you going to do with all these leads when they come in? Because
Totally.
statistically,
100%.
if somebody clicks in your website and within 5 minutes you don't have some automated response or someone's calling, like that
Yep.
conversion rate
You're
already
done.
loses.
Yeah, I mean
So
that's why we have the live chat widget, and I love it because most of these guys, they have these websites, they're beautiful and this and that. But at some point I'm like, okay, you look great. Now I want to do something. Like, where do I go? I don't want to look at your history page or read your staff bios. I want to like transact here. And nobody wants to fill out the form because we all know that goes to somebody's inbox to die. I don't want to call you because I'm on your website. So if you have the chat widget, it's down the bottom right. It pops up. Hey, how's it going? Need any help? And because it's AI, again, same thing as a phone call. We're immediately talking to you. We're immediately bringing you able to answer your questions, and then funneling you, literally guiding you into taking that next step. Whether it's, but generally it's booking an appointment to have a conversation or to have me come out and give you an estimate or whatever it might be. And you can even ask qualifying questions. You can ask spec questions, and you can save all that to the contact. So by the time let's say I'm coming out to see your house, I'll know how many square feet do you have, right? Like what type of job are you looking for? Like I can do all of those things. So I show up and I sound very prepared because I've looked at all the information that I needed to capture, but I didn't have to do any of it. The AI can do it for me.
that's amazing. So basically, when you say nurture, it's basically another way of saying follow up or post appointments or whatever, right? You're just
Yeah, yeah.
maintaining.
But
Yeah.
what is
So you
so
remember
important
to
to
exist.
understand
Yeah.
What's so important to understand is that response time is where all the money is made. It's literally you have a 30-second window to get to me. Otherwise, life happens fast, right? Either I feel like you're unresponsive and it's a very burning hot issue, so I'm going on to your competitor because you're not responding, or I'm going to get distracted by something else in my life and it's going to take me away from this, and I'll say, oh, I'll get back to that later, and maybe I do, maybe I don't. But when I do, I've probably forgotten all about you. And some people are like, oh yeah, these leads are terrible. These are the worst leads ever. And then you're like, well, when did they come in? Oh, they came in last week. Well, no one remembers your dumb ad from last week. That you got
Yeah.
30 seconds, man. You got 30 seconds. You close me or you lose. It's just that simple. And only automation can win that game.
Wow. So automation is, and let me give you an example. Like I can only in a day, the max that I've ever done was like, and that's 9, 10 hours, like 320 calls. I'm talking about dials. And
Yeah,
that's me
right.
in manual mode. Like usually I'm doing like 50 a day, right? Or 100.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
past that.
yeah, that's
So,
hard, and that is hard work, right?
and work. And it's limited. Like look at that. I can
Yeah,
probably do
100%.
average. I'd say average around 70 calls. Let's say like right now I have like an email list of like 200,000 aged leads that inquired about solar, for example. How the hell
Yep.
I'm gonna, even if I get like a team of 100 people calling manually, I'm never gonna be able to reach out to them. And so you'd say nurture the most effective would be with email, SMS, chat integration, like the AI chat you're saying
WhatsApp,
like
phone calls, you can
WhatsApp.
do it all. But yeah, but the
Is
easy thing to
WhatsApp growing?
do.
Yeah.
Well, outside the US, it's huge, right? So if you're outside the US, WhatsApp's where it's at. We also have Facebook Messenger. And actually very soon we'll also have RCS, which is a little nerdy, but basically it's a cross-compatible version of iMessage. So basically, whether it's an iPhone or an Android, you can send really rich text messages that are a lot different than the traditional SMS. So that upgrade will be coming in the next couple of months. And we're actually kind of waiting for the carriers to roll it out. But whatever the big thing to think about is I want to be
Awesome.
present with automation in every channel. And I'm not going to choose which channel you talk to me on because as a customer, you're going to prefer whichever channel you prefer. I'm just always going to be there to meet you. And I'm never going to have to flip you to another channel or tell you to go elsewhere or shut you down. I'm always going to be ready no matter where you come. I'm going to be available 24/7, 365.
Wow. And what advice would you use for construction companies, like in real estate and construction, high ticket business? What would
Yeah.
you say that would be the best way to use Go High Level? Basically the same thing, nurture, automation,
Oh,
just make sure you
I mean,
obviously
again, for
any
the
industry, right?
first
Any
thing,
industry.
well, the first thing you need to do, yeah, is
Yeah.
exactly that. Just make sure. And a lot of those businesses, again, it doesn't even matter if, let's say you're not even running ads, right? If you've got a Google business profile, you've got a phone number. People are calling you right now. And you can go out right now and you can put a textable number on Google Business on your Google Business profile. And people like text, right? They're on their phone. And if I'm on my
Yeah.
phone again, I am in a state where I can text, and I would prefer to do that. I'm staying at a hotel right now, and they texted me when I first walked in the door. Hey, is there anything you need? Let us know. And normally I need nothing. I'm a pretty, self-sufficient guy, but I walked in my room and weirdly my AC didn't work. And I was like, oh man, I don't have to call and this and that. And I remember the text and I was like, hey, can somebody roll by and fix my AC? And sure enough, they did. And the reality is that was a very simple, easy transaction. And that is what every business needs to do. And if you've got that, you can then back it up with AI. And I don't even know if the person who said, yeah, we'll take a look at your AC was real or not. And it doesn't matter to me because all I know is I went back to my room that evening and the AC was fixed. So the great news is but I did feel served because someone
Wow.
responded to me quickly, right? That is the most important thing to remember as a human. When you ask for something, if no one says anything, you're just like, oh, I assume they don't care. I assume they're not around. So I
It's
quit. I'm gonna go.
subconscious, right? They think they don't care, they're
Of
unprofessional,
course.
they're amateurs.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
you
That's
would
that's
say
how we
that
all
companies that have that,
we all treat
yeah,
everybody like that. We all want to break ourselves. Like you want to be
yeah,
like, oh man, give me a break. I was working really hard. But think about it from your just really think about the last time you called someplace or requested something and nobody got back to you or they didn't get back to you fast enough. Did you really think, oh, they're really working hard? No, you think, gosh, they're so lazy. They don't do. What a bunch of jerks. They're not getting back to me. And most of the time, you probably looked for another vendor or another person to solve that solution. That's how people are going to perceive you in the market, and you cannot let that happen.
wow. Yeah. So basically, if you don't have automation, if you don't have that for your business, you're basically a dead business at this point. That's what I
I don't,
tell you.
I mean, well, here's a simple thing. Think about every market is like a stream and there's a number of fish that are going to come by every single day. And if you don't have the best, way to fish them all out and
Yeah.
get them in your bucket, and somebody
Yeah.
else does, it's just compounding over time. They're going to catch up with you. They're going to compound over you and you're going to be gone because you're fundamentally, as that fish is coming in, they're going to boom, 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 and grabbing a route out in front of you and you're going to miss the boat. So you might be a great here's the shame of it. You might be the absolute best XYZ in town, but if you do not have
Yeah.
these systems in place, no one will ever know that. It won't matter. Someone with subpar service and half your talent will eat your lunch because they have automation that makes them look better than you, even though you may even be better than them, but that's not how the real world works.
Yeah, and I'm super excited, man. Like, you know my story. I'm not going to share the company so they don't sue me or whatever, but you know what I've been going through. I mean, 4 years for a lifetime deal, right? And that's my
Yep.
hard-earned lesson. Is
Yep.
they promised me a lifetime deal, nothing was delivered. I stayed 4 years not automating my business in traditional mode, waiting for this so said
Yeah.
delivery
Yeah.
of these features. It never
Yep.
happened. And so,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
That's if I would give anybody that piece of advice, even if you didn't buy our product, please don't buy a lifetime deal. They don't work.
yeah. How are they
It's
going to
just a big
survive as a
scam.
business? Like, who
No,
are going
yeah,
to be?
no, and that's the point. I mean, I just think about it like that. Like, there's not a business on earth where you're like, oh, you pay one time and then they do infinite amounts of work for me. That's not a thing.
The only way that Go High Level is growing how it is, you guys have a solid client base. You guys are listening to your customers, and you guys are always constantly investing in dev teams to make things better and grow and improve and scale and innovate.
Totally.
That's a basic principle. That's my learning lesson since 2020. My business is literally dead, stagnant, while handling
Oh,
other people's businesses, going through third-party apps and whatever they were using, and just
totally,
running
right?
the ads.
You're having a
So
double spend, and that's not fair to you. So just, yeah, don't do that.
yeah, there's a learning lesson there for whoever's watching. Make sure you don't do that. Go with the right ones. Go high level. I'm going to leave my affiliate link down below in the description of this video. So anyone who's interested in a free 14-day trial and a bunch of other bonuses that you're going to find out soon, clicking on that link. And a quick success story. Is there someone that comes to your mind that completely changed your mind with Go High Level? Like, do you think of like a success case or a story, like a quick one you can
Oh
share?
man. So I mean we have 95,000 direct customers now. So I mean there are a lot of them. But
Yeah.
what's great is like I can think of like so what way back when we first started that
Right.
HVAC guy that I first worked with. I mean watching him go from 12 trucks to 30 trucks or I mean from one truck to 30 trucks was amazing. So that's really on the small business side, but what I have seen that has been amazing is I have watched so many people in there. It doesn't matter whether it's local or it's in a niche. I can think of tons of people who literally started with nothing and now have gotten hundreds of customers who pay them a
Wow.
recurring monthly fee, $300 a month. Literally, I know people who have exited their business for tens of millions of dollars. I know people who have raised money on venture capital.
Tens
Like,
of millions of dollars and how
oh yeah,
like sold they're
yeah,
like
sold.
they're
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So here's the cool thing about us. So like it's not just a
It's beautiful.
today thing. It's also a legacy thing. So if you say, hey, yeah, it sounds great and all, but someday how am I going to sell this business? Here's the deal. We are a platform. We are not a think about like a Salesforce, right? You can build something on top of us that you will get SaaS valuations later on, because finance people, they don't care about, they're not tech people, right? They want to know cash flows. They want to know, if I buy your business, will it continue to operate the way it is? And the answer is yes, it will. We can give you lots of guarantees on this. And when we do, it's great because they want to buy a cash flow business. So if you have thousands of customers, they're going to get a 10x multiple on that revenue, and boom, you can sell for a lot of money.
Wow, man, I really appreciate it. Appreciate your time, Shaun. I guess this is the
Yeah,
last.
100%.
I'll let you go. I know you're in the middle of that event. You got a bunch of stuff going on. CEO of a very
I appreciate
beautiful, amazing company. And I,
that.
I just want to share with you how excited I am in having the chance to build with you guys to finally save my business with automations, with everything you guys have. So just thank you so much for that, man. I really appreciate it.
100%. 100%.
You guys have an amazing heart. You guys have an amazing vision. Last question for you is what
Yeah.
has been your biggest what's your biggest learning experience as a CEO, working with CEO of Go High Level, and also obviously an entrepreneur building the one of the fastest growing, not the fastest growing SaaS company in the US, soon to be in the world and everything. What's your vision? What's your greatest learning lesson? So other people who are also CEOs, right, depending on the size of their
Yeah,
business,
sure.
get
So I
some
would
insight about
say the
that.
number one thing is, create a model that is
Yeah.
about helping your customers achieve what they want to achieve. And almost always it's the same thing, it's make money. But, really, really, really make sure that you're scoring your success based on their success. Because when you do that, when you align incentives like that, it is amazing what is possible. Because what happens is very, very simple. Every day you're waking up and you're thinking, okay, what am I going to build today that's going to actually achieve this? And when you do it and you're doing it right, I'm telling you, magic will happen. And you don't have to worry about, are you going to make money? Because if you're known as the person that helps your customers make money, let me tell you something, people are going to find you no matter what it takes, because the word is going to get out, because people are going to say,
Right.
oh man, it's so amazing. And so that's how you need to position your product. And you need to make sure that you really live it and breathe it and you measure it. So that every time you're going out with a new, like in our case, like a new feature or in a new direction, or you're adding something, that it's because someone has told you they need it to make money, to achieve their outcome. If you can do that, you're going to win all day long.
Wow. And that's something that I've been personally watching you in the Facebook group. I mean, it's just incredible. Like someone says something, bro, you're literally there like, oh, I'm on it. I'm fixing it. I'm improving it. Here's a new feature, guys. You guys asked for this. And you're always, it's unbelievable. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's the goal. That's the goal. And I'm so thrilled when I see that it has, 100 votes or 500 votes or 1,000 votes. Like the more votes it has, the more excited I am, because it tells me that we're doing something that people really wanted, people really asked for, and we're responding the way we should. So I'm always really proud to see when the team makes that happen.
that's awesome. Okay. So before we finish this amazing podcast, once again, thank you so much for the opportunity to
Yeah,
be able to
100%, man.
interview. Pleasure. I'm going to be rewatching this and taking notes and everything. It's a lot of great content. What would you recommend the guys watching you to go to for extra resources and tools and
Sure,
information?
yeah. So the biggest thing to do is just go to our YouTube channel. So go to YouTube and just search High Level. You can't miss us, and you'll get all this other cool stuff. So you'll see all the features, and that's amazing. But you'll also see all these experts that we talk to that are going to talk to and speak to aspects of our system that they're good at. Oftentimes it's marketing, it's sales, because we're product people, we're engineers. That is really our strength. But we also understand that everything else is our weakness, and we try to fill that in with amazing people. So I would definitely go to
Yeah.
YouTube, search High Level. You can't miss us.
Awesome, man. Well, appreciate it. And guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm starting this brand new channel as well. Go High Level is our partner. Click on the affiliate link down below. Go to their YouTube channel and let's start growing our SaaS business, our marketing agency, our entrepreneurship models and construction, real estate, whatever it is that you're doing. Have a blessed one. Shaun, once again, thank you so much. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure talking to you here. And it's been beautiful, man. I love the energy, man. You got this leadership going on. That's one
Oh,
thing I
I
want to say.
love it. I'm having fun. It's great.
Yeah, I can tell. We can tell, right? You really love what you do. You love people. You're passionate about your business. And I think that's what is ultimately like the biggest element and valuation in what Go High Level has is they have people like you with such amazing leadership. And that's ultimately what's going to determine the success of any company is the ones who are leading it, the ones who are sharing their vision and implementing it with good moral values and ethics and all that good stuff and innovation. And so thank you so much.
Yeah,
Looking forward to speaking
absolutely.
to you
Thank
again.
you.
And yeah, I appreciate you, man. Have fun at the SaaSpreneur event, and we'll keep in touch and everything, and talk to you later, man. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Bye for now.
All right. Take care, brother. See you. All right, so let me know what you thought about this interview podcast that I did with the CEO of Go High Level, Shaun Clark. Hit that like button, help out the YouTube algorithm and our social medias. And also leave a comment down below what you thought about this podcast, how it helped you, some insights, some strategizing for your business. And if you want to try Go High Level for the first 14 days, see if it's the right fit for you, click on my affiliate link. We're one of their premier partners, and one of the things that you're going to get, one of the bonuses is you're going to get one-on-one over $2,500 value with me, so I can help you implement the platform into your business, automate, create the workflows. We give you snapshots, which are kind of like templates pre-made for your specific business, whether you're in construction, real estate, and other, service industry, whatever it may be. We're going to help you get started with implementing Go High Level, see how amazing it is, look at the results, and a bunch of other bonuses, including Leadify University, which is a complete course and training one-on-one, and recorded videos explaining everything about digital marketing, how to do paid ads on Google, Facebook, copywriting for SMS, for text message, workflows, automations, all of that set up, and so much more. So click on the link down below, try it out for 14 days, and looking forward to speaking to you directly soon. Is one of the main incentives that you get when you decide to go high level with us. All right, so this is Brickus from Leadify, and I will see you hopefully soon, and take care.